Do you see my screen? Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Claudio? Perfect.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hi to everyone. Here, Enrico Benzoni, Marketing Technical Alliances Manager at Sumo Logic, and with me, Claudio Ghedini.
Hello, everyone.
Security Solution Engineer. Hi. You are well. So today we will give you an overview of the Cloud SOAR. We will start in a minute. In the meantime, if you have any question, you can use the box that you can find, and then we can respond to you on whatever you would like to analyze more in deep. Today we will discuss on orchestration, automation, and integration purpose. Basically, when you need a SOAR, you need a SOAR when you have a lot of alerts, when you have a lot of tools, when you have a lot of processes to follow, and you want to skip time-consuming tasks. Basically, with the SOAR, you can integrate all your stack and allow the analyst to follow the same processes and on the overall number of action that you have to perform for every single armor, you can just focus them on high-value tasks, user choices, and tasks. And we will see here with Claudio how you can do that. Basically, the SOAR starts after the receiving of an alert. Then this is the first step. You can send from SIM, from IDS for OT, from MSSP alerts. You can also create demons that extract from whatever technology you want the alerts to analyze. So if you would like to analyze the latest vulnerabilities available, checking which are which is the impact on your environment, and then you can assign the patching or the others activity that you would like to do. So allow you to create for every single type of incident a specific playbook that is the standard operating procedures for that. So the alert, triage, the enrichment and investigation, in which we suggest to boost the automation, because you can skip the analyst activities on this. And then the playbooks, so the standard operating procedures, has to stop where the analyst has to take decisions. And finally, you can improve the overall response processes, allowing to make the containment and then have an overview. Here you can see with or without SOAR. So with a legacy traditional SOC, you have to perform a manual task, reporting, manual triage, enrichment, and containment. With the Cloud SOAR powered SOC, you focus on implement process governance, understand situation, and take quick decisions. And you can skip also the reporting because you can use the automation for doing that. When you have to start an integration, first of all, you have to analyze the process you would like to create, and then you can have a look on the existing integration that you need. So basically, we have hundreds of connectors and thousands of actions available from our App Central that you can install and you can use. But if there are no the action that you need, you can build yourself, or you can ask us and we will build the action for you. This is an example of phishing playbook. So in this case, the SOAR starts after the receiving of a potential attack, and this process is activated. So you can see every box is a specific action, and it is totally customizable. So it depends on the solution that you have, the notification that you would like to send. And in this case, you can take in automatic the IP geolocalization from phishing domain, the phishing domain screenshot. You can send an email, you can send a Slack, a Telegram message, whatever you want. It depends on the rules that you set inside the process. And here there's the machine choice. So it is malicious or not. If it is malicious, the playbooks analyze the score, in this case, that you have to set up before. And in this case, it is malicious, so the playbooks go up, analyze again, send another notification, and stop here. This is the user choice. Here, the analyst receive in the SecOps dashboard this task. And this task have several choices. If you click in Cisco umbrella, in this case, the SOAR orchestrate the Cisco umbrella action to block the domain. And then finally, the latest action in this playbook is a manual task that is automatically assigned to the same analyst or a group of analysts or another. So it depends on what you want to do around this process. And this allow you to improve, you can save a lot of time because you can skip a lot of activities and just focus on a few of them. Now we can enter in deep, and Claudio is showing you some the main capabilities. So we will talk about the SecOps dashboard case manager and war room, the place in which the analysts receive all their tasks. So they will have all tasks in one place. They can manage playbook section, automatically assign a task, then they can use the search query bar to find whatever they want. And here they also receive the playbook suggestion. So please, Claudio, show your magic.
Thank you, Enrico. So we can see here an example of playbook, complex playbook. You see this blinking action that are the ones that requires the analyst analysis. So in the SecOps dashboard, the analyst will find all the interaction that the playbook requires. So he can review this question that is a user choice, where he can provide directly from here the different answer that are set up. And so from the SecOps dashboard, he can review and check what is the action which is involved into. There are some manual action here, for example, add the enrichment to inside. If we go back to the playbook, here you see that after each answer, there is a different branch of the playbook. So the analyst, for example, providing the second answer, in that case, there was a manual task that is triggered, and immediately he can find it in his own SecOps dashboard and can start working on it. He can check what is the name of this task, the priority, which is the time that he can complete, what is the time remaining for completing this task, and is tracked here. He can see who assigned the task to who, to which user, and from here can approve, and close, and decline eventually the task. By clicking on the name of task, he jumps in the task section of the incident, and he can review all the field, for example, taking charge, see all the details of the task, and for example, track the progress that is reflected here, as you see, and obviously is reflected also in the SecOps dashboard. So here, the analyst can have the complete control of all the activity which is involved into. That can be, as we said, user choice, manual task, or manual execution action. And if you go back to the incident inside the war room, you can, the analyst can check all the steps, all the activity that has been done related to this incident, all in one place. As you can see, you can refine what is displayed, even the chat messages exchanged from the analyst in this for this incident. You can reorder all the information are grouped by day, so you can easily see all the activities that are done in this related to this incident. You can check the status of the task, for example, the result of the playbook of all the action that are executed. So in here you can find all together all the information. You can, as you see, refine to see, for example, only the task, and for example, search also for a specific keyword to have to check, for example, a specific information and to find them. And then you can easily export it in a CSV format and also use externally. So here, all the information related to the analyst, for the incident, all in one place. The second point that I want to highlight is the supervised active intelligence, triage, and machine learning. So how the platform can also help the analyst, because we think that time is a valuable asset. So the platform can help with the supervised active intelligence, the analyst in different phases. Phase one is to eliminating false positive through the triage capability and creating the incident only for the real threats. And the phase two is allowing the analyst to make the right decision, suggesting, recommending the most relevant playbook to analyze that specific threat.
Exactly. So here in these 2 points, we have seen how to use the platform. So here you already set up everything, the playbooks, the integration. So here was the use. So you have seen that it's very easy for the analyst have a look on a specific incident, enter in details, having a look on whatever happened on that specific incident, use the automation for skipping a lot of manual tasks. So the power of the automation and the integration capabilities allow the analyst to save a lot of time and focus on real threats. Now we enter in details on the playbooks, orchestration and automation capabilities, and then the open integration framework. That is the framework that we created to allow you and whatever have experience in the code to develop actions. So now we enter in deep in how to build the processes.
Yeah. We jump here. There is the repository of the playbook, and creating, editing a playbook is very easy. It's all graphical. So if we edit, we can move the boxes, edit obviously the configuration of any box. We can add a new node, and we can add an action. For example, we support 5 types of different action: enrichment, containment, custom, notification, and scheduled. And for each type, we have many action depending on the technology that you have set up in your environment. For example, we can have the IP reputation on these resources, and for the input of the action, we can provide, for example, any of these incident artifacts that are variables that you can use to store information inside the execution of the each incident. And you can also pick, obviously, any input or output values for any previous action that you have in the workflow. So, for example, if we put this one, so this is the result of this get insight action and the entity name. We can add manual task, as we see before, to assign a specific activity that should be done manually by the analyst, where you can describe what is required to do, assign a priority and the time in which that activity should be completed, and also customize any information for that. You can also add a condition that represents a if then else, so the playbook can automatically choose which is the right branch to execute, or the user choice, as we saw before, to provide to ask the analyst a question and provide the answer that will be executed, and select the branches to proceed in the workflow. For the open integration framework, as Enrico mentioned, is the place where you can interact and manage all the action and connector to different technology. From the App Central, here inside the platform, you can have the possibility to select, to see all the playbook that we have already prepared for all the use case. You can check all the available integration connectors. By clicking on it, you can see description and all the action already available for this connector. Just one click to add, install in your platform. In the integration section, then you can check all the available connectors and see all the details about them. So if you can search for a specific, in this case for CSE, Sumo integration, if we go inside, we can check all the action. We can review the code, as you see, is in clear text, and we support different languages: Python, PowerShell, Bash, and Perl, mainly developed in Python, but yeah, all the other can be used to build an action, and also the code of an action can be seen, as you see, and also edited and saved and tested directly from here through the Open Integration Framework. The next point,
so
Enrico, yeah, thank you.
Here we have seen the playbooks, orchestration, automation capabilities that allow you to add every single box and every different type of action. So you can add in a different color, so it's very easy to see which type of action is. Green is enrichment, red containment, orange is the manual task.
Yep.
Then you have custom actions, schedule action, you can create demons, you can create triggers. So the use of the automation is very complete. So you can start for creating the process. You can start using the process with low automation, and then when you have clear how it works, you can boost the automation as you want. So it's very easy to use. And if you have not a tool integrated, if you have a proprietary solution, you can use the Open Integration Framework to build or change the APIs that you need. And as I mentioned, we have a specialized team that build the integration you need for you. So one of our main point it's the support that we offer to the new customer in starting using as soon as possible the SOAR, because it is a complete tool, and you have to go in deep in a specific alerts, and you can start from our catalog. We have hundreds of playbook that are ready to import and ready to use as a starting point. But you can't use the playbook created by another one, because you have different solution, you have different processes, different business. Cybersecurity serves the business, and flexibility is a key point. Now we go in the last part that we show you today, that is the overview that you can create related to the KPIs. So you can create several dashboards based on who has to read the KPIs, analyst, SOC manager, CISO, the board. So you can create several types of KPIs, and then how you can use the automation for the creation of incident reports. We have also the MSSP's capabilities that allow to create several tenants for managing customers. Okay, so that is another feature that we have.
Yeah, inside the Cloud SOAR, you can have there is an highly customizable dashboard, graphical dashboard, where you can display all the metrics that you are interested. Every user can build his own dashboard with only the data that is really interested into. And these are some examples of the possible graphical widget that you can set up with different data, different time frame. You can have multiple instances of the graphical widget, so you can easily customize all the data that you want to display. And from here, you can also, as Enrico mentioned, create the KPI reports. And for the overall report capability, we have different reports where you can add your logo, and specifically you can also create a template, as in this example, where you can define your font, your graphic, to adapt it to your environment, and then using this data that are inside the square bracket, those fields will be recognized by Cloud SOAR and populated on runtime with the data from the incident that you are reporting. So it's completely customizable also, the reporting functionality.
Exactly. So in order to conclude, we have seen the first 2 points, that you can save time and focus the analyst on real threats. Then you reduce the analyst fatigue, and then with playbooks you can improve standard operating procedures using the automation for the enrichment for sure, but not only. And then you can adapt existing integration or build new ones with the open integration framework. And with the KPIs and incident report, you can improve the communication, the collaboration, and you can improve the efficiency and consistency. So when you start a SOAR project, you have to think which are the main problems that you have related to the alerts mainly. So how many alerts do you have, which are the types, and then you can start from that. So ransomware, lateral movement, malware, so that are the most famous, but it depends on the business. We have many customers in telcos that they use DDoS playbooks, or we have government agencies that they monitor the access of every customer to a specific environment. So you can build cyber and non-cyber use cases, because with the open integration framework, you can build whatever integration you want. We have financial institutions that use our SOAR for the triage of credit card transactions. So they assigned to the fraud department anomalies. So you are in Germany, and you are used to use your credit card every day in the same country. If there's the use of the credit card in another country, you have to notify that immediately, and you can orchestrate several tools for doing that. So this is an overview. If you have any question, please ask us whatever you want. If you would like a custom demo in order to prove the demos, the automation rules, how to ingest the alerts, how to manage that, ask to us, sales@sumologic.com, or to Claudia Pollio, that is our SOAR specialist for EMEA. I added her email in the chat. So I see that there's one question. So the how to start an automation project. Okay, so when you start an automation project, you have to start from the processes. So that is the first point. Analyze which is the process that you would like to build. Analyze the tool that you have, the second thing, and then you will go to add on the process the action of that tools. And after that, we are used to check which are the integration that already exist, and if we have to build new ones. After that, there's the possibility to create test environment. You can make simulation during the year, so you can use also automating penetration test solution to create a specific alerts and then start some processes for testing during the year, making simulations. So then that is. Another question, is it integrated with the Mitre attack? Yes, you can use the Mitre attack as well. So it's pretty common, that one. Other question, curiosity, or in alternative, it has been a pleasure to have you here, and happy to discuss you again in a custom demo specific for your needs. We have also a standard operating procedures catalog that we can share with you. We have the ROI paper that show you the benefit in a qualitative and in a quantitative way. And we have also an ROI calculator that, based on the processes you would like to build, show you how much time you can save in a year. That is useful to talk with the board for have approval. And another thing that we have seen, it is that the SOAR can manage not also cybersecurity processes, but you can use the automation for other departments. And this allows you to supervise the processes of your firm and use their budget also. So if the marketing receive a lot of requests from the website, you can ingest from the SOAR, and you can add checkpoint inside. Basically, you can enrich and understand if there are some threats, but you can also use some tools for enrich the data, who they are, integrating LinkedIn or others tool to enrich and allow the more performance also for their department. So the SOAR is mainly for cybersecurity, but cybersecurity serves the business. So it is a very powerful tool for boosting automation and integrate all your stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and bye.
Thank you. Bye.